My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2! Region style. Meow's Bones? I mean, it might have. There's just one of the new Now relics, by the way, that I'm looking for specifically at this point. I mean, like, look, I'd look at Ambergris if it turned up. We certainly had a good time with the last run. Not that it was necessarily defined by Ambergris as much as it was defined by the rest of the run. But I really want to see the other one, the Dowsing Rod. I know it exists, is the thing. I know what it does. Got to visit 5 question marks after you pick that option. Anyway, let's talk about that when it's relevant. As for now, it looks like our best path is this 2 upgrade, 3 question mark early left-hand side. After we get both the upgrades, we've got a late shop and 2 elites. So we've got the longest possible period of time to get ready for those elites. Stone Humidifier, Golden Pearl. Yeah, right. Normality's tough, but thankfully we will be removing that in a matter of a couple of shops' time. I would love to get a defend on that first turn. Oh, boy. Oh, the things I could have done with a defend. Not least of which defend. Cosmic Indifference, Photon Cut, and Spoils of Battle. Let's just take this early Photon Cut. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Let's get greedy. Now I'll be able to afford a relic as well. Actually, Normality in this hand is fine. I just defend strong. Best I could have done anyway. Yeah, Trip Strike's lethal. Black Hole, Pillar of Creation, Guiding Star. The only addition card we've taken so far doesn't push us in any of these directions necessarily, but we are about to go to a shop, so it's very easy for us to start getting something related to that Pillar of Creation, and I like the idea of getting 5 block a turn. Ooh, Clumsy. Damn, these rest sites are good for us. Okie dokie. Spectrum Shift, hell yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to see. So Spectrum Shift plus Pillar of Creation means that I'm getting 5 block a turn. Mwah, beautiful. Love 5 block a turn. Big fan of 5 block a turn. Scroll is also really good here. We've got Gnarled Hammer, enchants attacks to do 3 more damage. That's not as relevant. I like... Well, I mean, I've got to get rid of the Normality. It's way too much there. I feel like I could easily take, like, Purity and Scroll here. I love that. And then... After Rest Site, I mean, I could see the value in a Venerable Tea set. Venerable Tea set, real good anyway. Especially with Scroll, I'll often have the ability to utilize that early extra energy. Yeah, give me that. Alternative would have been taking both Reflect and Bulwark, but then I add, you know, the additional... Hang on, neither of these counts as a rest for the sake of the Stone Humidifier, right? I don't think so. Actually, I think Abstention does. It does not. So you know what? I'll use the event then. We've got, like, Stone Humidifier and Eternal Feather. We've got really good reasons to heal at the next rest site. So let's just hit this. I'm happy to hit this until I see 8. Yeah, 85 HP. Pretty good there. I mean, I want Spectrum Shift out there, but I'm not going to pay energy to do it. Sure. I'll Purity just to get rid of those. Scroll, guarantee that I've got a lethal, as it turns out. Cloak of Stars, Gather Light. And Guiding Star. zero cost things certainly work. But give me the Gather Light. Okay, so we've got a relic before this, so this will be my rest in the future. Upgrade here for Spectrum Shift, making it much more playable. Cards containing strike deal 3 additional damage. Cool, I'd love some minion strikes in this deck. Upgrade 2 random cards or remove a card. Hit the 2 upgrade. Nice, both of them hit defensive. I almost feel like I could get away without resting here, but given that we are going 2 elites, let's be exceptionally cautious. Okay, Spectrum Shift the first turn. I'm probably going to use the fish oil in this fight as well. And that probably means I will. So, incoming this turn, I can defend. I'll put the Gather Light back atop the deck. I don't need to be that effective with my defense this turn. Next turn, I'll need more. Okay, single strike kills the front line already. Yeah, no good reason to deviate. I mean, Mind Blast isn't doing that much damage right now. Let's get rid of anything that would prevent me from playing Restlessness this turn. Beautiful. Given how underwhelming the hand is, I think Scroll's appropriate. Sorry, not Scroll, Eternal Armor is appropriate there. We still take 6 damage. Jackpot would eliminate a target. That's pretty good. About as good as it gets, in fact. I see. 15. I didn't need to let that take an extra turn there. Let's just start killing people. Seems the only appropriate thing to do. Alright, monologue and just raw damage against a single target next turn should be far more than enough. Molten Egg! Whoa! Whenever you add an attack card to the deck, upgrade it. Lunar Blast isn't actually a ridiculously good attack card, but given Scroll, it will go off on a turn when I've got a lot of cards. Solar Strike. I mean, Solar Strike is a strike, right? So at least it also gets the 3 additional damage from Strike Dummy. It's already upgraded, so it's additional star support. It's just, I don't have any reason to need that star cost right now. Glitter Stream's pretty good and consistent defense, but I almost feel like Orbit is going to be better for us in the long term. Okay, let's start with Pillar of Creation. Scroll our way towards some defense. Get rid of the worst strikes in the game. Right. And now we're going to be blocking 5 at the top of each turn from Pillar of Creation. Hell yeah, 21 already moved to the next turn. Thank you, Prolong. Catastrophe plays Orbit and Defend, so I'll definitely let it do both of those. Catastrophe back atop the deck. Ooh, Beatdown. That plays from discard. I've missed my opportunity to get lethal this turn, unfortunately. Or rather, set up lethal for the next turn. Thankfully, we draw into Fisticuffs, which means I will be comfortably defended this turn. Beautiful. Fencing Manual. There's a there's a blade for me, even if I don't want it. Beat into Shape. Deal 7 damage, forge 7, forges an additional 7 for each other time you've hit this turn. I think especially with the Lunar Blasts, That makes sense. Then we'll smith to upgrade orbit. Beautiful. Should I be throwing my Soul Blade? I guess. Unfortunately, yeah, Gambit's not going to be played at all this combat. I can't really afford the You Die card. Interesting. Jackpot set up a reasonable beat into shape. 21 Forge. God, another Gambit. I'll retain this Purity because I've got another... There we go, Gambit left in the draw pile. And... Purity to destroy all three of these so that I can actually play Restlessness. Jackpot will give me the energy to play another card afterwards, and Big Bang's a real good card to get from Jackpot. Comet is left in the draw pile, so I kind of want to see if I can get down to that. So we're looking at Venerate, Scroll. Perfect. Next turn, Soul Blade takes our target out. And you're already short the damage you would need to kill me. You know what? Boom. That's when the Gambit goes down. Dying Star. Yeah. I lack AoE. I lack damage prevention. Pretty much all the things I need. That Dying Star got. See, 15 cards from Ironclad. So the interesting thing about that is I got a Molten Egg is the thing about that is the thing. So, good lord. What? I mean, I'd see so many strikes. I'd see armaments, probably. Good way to upgrade our Soul Blade. I could pay for things with health consistently. I've got the Eternal Feather and the Stone Humidifier. I've got the ability to pay. It's up against Alchemical Coffer, 4 potion slots. Pretty good, especially if I see Delicate Frond next floor. Refilling all potion slots at the top of each combat. Divine Right with Divine Destiny is the only one that doesn't really have too much of an impact here. Ah, damn. Okay, let's look at the Ironclad cards first, right? Before we do this. So things that we need to look out for that are especially impactful in this deck. I don't think card creation, actually, because we're still only triggering it once per turn, so that's not that important. Really, it would be hand exhaust, strike cards, and cards that are extremely good as upgraded attacks. So in the common set of cards, it would be easy for me to take a Body Slam. There'd be no reason not to. I'd probably take the upgraded Pommel Strike, but I'd take an Armament. Is Twin Strike damage dense enough that I just take it anyway? Probably not. Oh boy. Fight Me's pretty good. Unrelenting can set up for some cool stuff. Obviously the card draw and the Bloodletting and Burning Pact, Colossus. I don't have good access to burning my own Howl from Beyond. More and more, I think this is a bad idea. Until I start thinking about the rares from Ironclad. No. Even then. Give me the coffer. Cough up. Ooh. Those are some pretty good potions. We're going to be using those to push our way through upgrade density here. Ladle. Okay, let's look in the skill pot here. I'll go for the draw. Still not what I was looking for, but that's okay. I would love to draw Venerate, though. Yeah, I did that wrong. All right. Let me solve it. Heck, I got all these potions, huh? Did you care to lay down? Thank you kindly. Photon cart, I will take a single Conqueror. Especially upgraded. Yeah, hit him with the Dying Star. Why not? It's almost set. Whoa. Orbit. Then Lunar Blast. Beat into shape. Nice. It's almost certainly going to be the Sovereign Blade that breaks them here, so... And in fact, it exactly will be. Let's start with Scroll. Nice. Get all the way down to lethal. Super massive. Deals 4 additional damage for each card you've added to the combat. I will take one of those in this deck. It's very likely that ends up becoming more important. Hey, Wongo, 100 gold for a random relic, and he gives us the Blood Vial, thankfully. And we're reasonably happy to see it. Spectrum shifts just to start setting up. God. Let's see if Color Spot can help us defend Oh, yikes. That's not what I wanted to see. Oh, no. I don't even get the trigger of Pillar of Creation. Because it wasn't the first time I'd created a card this turn. Ow. Please stop beating up my guy. He's just a wee lad. Fallen, beat into shape, break them, salvo to hold these, and no mercy mode enabled. Drop a panache. I don't want to throw the defend back atop the deck. Fair enough. Throw the Thrumming Hatchet. And lethal next turn, easy. Patter, Cosmic Difference Blow. I do feel slightly Defense Light, but I don't feel Patter is the way to resolve that. Happy to see Scroll in the opening hand. Let's see what it can find for us. Okay. I kind of want to throw Conqueror in order to upgrade Lunar Blast, throw double Lunar Blast, and then beat into shape to give 21 to the Sovereign Blade. That can't be right. Conqueror doesn't need to be part of this unless I'm using the Sovereign Blade this turn, so I just do a worse version of that. But I still end up putting Spectrum Shift out on the board, which is relevant. Playing 3 attacks from discard. That will play all of those attacks. That could be okay, or it could be nothing at all. Subblade is enough to take out the Parafrite in the front line. Then what? Start with Photon Cut, see what the top of the deck has. A potion I won't... or card I won't really be able to play there, unfortunately. I'll put back atop the deck for defense next turn. Okay. I want the speed potion. I want to play both of the defense here. I have to get Pillar of Creation out as well. And then after doing all that, let's put Orbit back atop the deck. So that I still have the ability to play it. Supermassive is already lethal on a single target. That's great news. Salvo. Lunar Blast Strike takes the front line. Salvo sets up against the second. Vulnerability gives lethal to Sovereign Blade. No, it actually doesn't do that. Damn it. Not enough. Should I drop a bomb? Oh, that's not going to matter. Literally, it's not going to matter. Next turn, I draw Conqueror. It's just Conqueror, Sovereign Blade, the backline. Yeah. And Vulnerability. There you go. 180. Way overkill. Crush Under, Spectrum Shift. How's my AoE? It's okay if I use it. I'll take a Crush Under because it's upgraded. Now, I want Pillar of Creation to give us additional block. I want Scroll to retain so that I don't have to use it or lose it. Start with Crush Under before Scroll. Dying Star, perfect. It's exactly the kind of ideal first turn. Then Gather Light, Spectrum Shield, or I throw Beat into Shape for additional Sov Blade. Sov Blade's already not far from lethal on these targets. I don't think I need the additional Beat into Shape. just shy of being able to take out the back line of this turn with these. So I'll throw in additional for it. Grand. Strike and Photon takes 1 down. And you know what? I'll use the Droplet of Recognition here just to get 8 block. Why not? Hegemony, especially because it's already upgraded and I really like the additional energy. Look at the 5 rings when you had 5 cards to the deck. Heal for 20 HP. God, we're doing a lot of healing. I'm loving it. Parry. Ooh, Knockout Blow upgraded. I think there is an argument for a single large attack, but I don't think I need it right now, so I think I'd probably sit on the resources, to be honest. Wish I could get that Make It So, that'd be better. Then Purity is upgraded. Welcome back. Shop. Is Restlessness good in the world where I'm retaining a big Purity hands? I think it might be. Hmm. 9, 7, 16, and then it would forge 14. So 34, 16, 34. So I can take out the double attack of this turn? Sure. Getting one of you off the field sooner rather than later is actually pretty good. Hell yeah. Venerate, and we actually get the Dying Star out this turn. Beautiful. Let's Spectrum Shift and throw another strike. So we now get our 7 block at the top of the next turn. Secret weapon to pull out Lunar Blast. Hell yeah. As well as give another attack to that Lunar Blast. I'll probably Purity through this hand, so let's do these. Great. Then Hegemony against the back line. Lunar Blast takes out the Desi Millipede in the mid line. Restlessness for the draw. Scroll would have been so much better. Alas. Gold Axe. Give me the blade. Sovereign Blade. Double damage. Lethal. Anchor. 10 block on turn 1. As well as Kingly Kick. Shining Strike. No. Let's upgrade the Restlessness. Orbit, Supermassive, Strike, Beat into Shape, 21 Forge on the Soul Blade. Pretty good. Start with Pillar of Creation, see what Photon Cut can see. And Venerate back atop the deck, defend, defend. Nothing wrong with that turn. 31 incoming damage this turn, though. A little bit worse. Let's Dying Star, Venerate, defend. Strike Lunar Blast. Yeah, could have been a lot worse. Spectrum Shift. Conqueror. I almost feel like I just throw the 92 damage of Soul Blade this turn. And as much as I want to throw Purity, I know that Restlessness is coming up, and I've still also got the Greeds. Also, by the way, I need to draw one of the Frantic Escapes next turn, or I literally just die to not drawing it. Thank heck we drew one. Alright. Let's do some Discovery. See what Discovery discoveries. God damn. I'll take the additional damage of that bombardment, please. Big Gemini. Alright, scroll into the new draw pile. Lunar Blast is already quite large. We get an additional action after. So, I'm thinking... Okay, let's go all damage. I'm going super massive into Lunar Blast, beat into shape. Then I Purity literally the rest of the hand. Restlessness for the draw. We get the Soul Blade, it's lethal. GG. Make it so. 7 stars. 7 stars up. I am creating a card a turn. Is Arsenal 1 strength a turn actually good enough? It's scaling, which is something... Well, no, we aren't lacking scaling. That's what the Soul Blade is. Perhaps that's what the goddamn Soul Blade does. No, we'll have the beat into shape amped up by using Make It So, throwing that back to hand whenever we play 3 skills. Enthralled in the draw pile. I do want the additional energy. It's just really hard for me to kill cards in the draw pile at the moment. I wouldn't even be able to kill it with Purity. So, like, I'd have to look for Minion Dive Bomb. That's not as easy as you'd think. I can lose 9 max HP here without actually taking a hit to my current HP. And then I get 3 wishes. I'd be able to use those for fishing. God damn. The wishes are going to make it really annoying, but also... I think it's probably the right choice. I can just pull... another wish, another wish, another wish, Lunar Blast, and, like... Yeah. I think I just have to take... God, the first turn is going to have so many decisions. That's what I'm intimidated by. Like, I could theoretically pull any card out of this deck, and then, in any sequence, like, there's... I'll tell you right now, we probably have lethal. I don't know how, but we probably do. So, like, for example, if I wish for... God, how would I even... If I... in this hand, Scroll would have to be part of it in this hand. Let's start with Scroll. Let's see how many resources. We already have the Purity. Goddamn. Okay. I'm going to take, like, the middle of the road approach here. Nice. Throw Dying Star back atop the deck, please. Actually, Gather Light. I'm not going to need Dying Star in this fight. Then I'll Spectrum Shift. Happily leave the rest to cycle. Damn, Calamity's expensive. Playing that many skills brought Actually, I'll destroy these. There we go. Multiple hits into my hand, so now Lunar Blast. Make it so. Supermassive. Beat into shape. Forges 49. Sovereign Blade does a lot of damage next turn. 148 to be precise. Summon forth. Put Soul Blade back into your hand. Single copy of that in a Soul Blade deck makes sense. You simply take one. I'll Spectrum Shift before I scroll for the additional space in hand. Let's wish for Dying Star. Pop that on the field. Supermassive's already 13. I don't have another AoE to pull from. I do have Restlessness in this hand, so there is a world where I destroy all of my own cards, play Sovereign Blade, and then Restlessness. I'll wish for Wish and then wish for Purity. I will... I'm going to Purity through Sov Blade. There we go. Okay. Summon back, brings the Sov Blade back into hand at 31. That takes out one target by itself. Make it so, hits for 9. Restlessness draws. Restlessness draws. Make it so, Orbit Strike. Yeah, we've got lethal every which way next turn. Power Potion. Terraforming for Vigor. Not especially impactful for us. Astral Pulse. Nope. Molten Egg for... Yeah, I'm not going to be taking that many more attacks in this deck, and we've got all the value we need from this. Give me 2 other relics. Additional energy on turn 1, and every 5 times we exhaust a card, draw a card. Thank you. Alright, I'm just going to do big setup. Orbit, Spectrum, wish for Pillar of Creation. That's it. Set up pretty much all of my powers that turn. Okay. Conqueror. Summon forth, then Sov. Do I just panic button? Yeah, because then if I kill next turn, I disable the attack for that turn, and then I'm back on normal cycle. Yeah, we're all good. Sure. I'll wish for Purity. Ugh. Gotta get rid of Hegemony now as well. Beat into shape for 42. Forge on our blade. We've got Scroll and Wish in the new draw cycle, so we can pretty much get back to whatever card we want. I'm gonna wish for the blade. And then I'm also going to bring it back into hand just so I'm ready for the next turn. Thank you kindly. Summon forth. And go 5th. Begone. I don't need that here. Even though strikes do more damage, like, we don't really benefit additionally from it. And also I don't have Eon Glass to counter at the end of the run. Ugh. I mean, yeah, I can spend Dying Star here, but it's not good for me. I almost feel best served by doing nothing. That can't be it. I gotta summon forth in this deck. Okay. Let's wish for the scroll. This hand needs more material. Okay. I should have gotten Orbit out earlier. I'm going to leave that wish in the cycle as well. This isn't good. Oh boy. I'm going to create a power potion this turn so that I defend something. And then I'll throw this firepot on the back line to prevent some damage. Oh, Rolling Boulder is great if I get to play it here. I don't think I can afford to play it here, right? So Summon Forth would bring back our blade. Our blade has very little capacity in it, unfortunately. Okay. I'm going to wish for the worst card in my draw pile. I'm going to Purity through all of the cards here. It's fine. I can play Rolling Boulder, defend, it returns another card to hand, we're all good. Restlessness is going to draw Beat into Shape, which is lethal on this top target as well as forging additional blade. Helps us continue getting set on guard bot. We full defend that turn, and we've got all of our good powers out. We're also doing good AoE damage here now. Great, everything's solved. Nostalgia, I'm going to Hegemony, throw that same Hegemony back atop the deck with that Nostalgia. 10 damage to all enemies at the top of this, but shouldn't really matter. Let's get rid of that Dying Star, because I'm not going to be able to cast it this turn. It's really going to harsh our buzz. Got him. Glow, Celestial Might, Terraforming. It's just not needed. Let's get these wishes retaining. We've also got Gremlin Horn. Whenever we kill an enemy, gain an energy and draw a card. Okay, Orbit, huge to start with. Sick. 50 damage turn 1 on Flail Knight, and Joss is 1 away from drawing. God damn it. Oh, you butt. I'm literally incapable of playing the... Fine, I'll play Restlessness. There we go. Unfortunately, it was ethereal, so it would have died. Hate this. Hegemony and Photon Cut. Put a Summon Forth back atop the deck. I'll Spectrum Shift and defend. There goes the rest of that hand as well. Not great defense. Summon Forth gets us back our Solve Blade. Not that it's especially good. It's a 25er at the moment. I'm going to wish for Luna, and then I'm going to wish for Beat into Shape, and then I'm going to wish for Crush Under. Great. So, Luna Blast, it's this guy a bunch of times, then Beat into Shape does as well, forging the blade. The blade is now lethal on you. I take you out, and then Scroll does not have retention, so I'll still play that here and then summon forth. Great. Get the Soul Blade back in hand. I've got lethal ready for you as long as... I didn't need the full double damage for it, but that helped. Lunar Blast Bombardment. I feel like the second Lunar Blast is kind of hard to use as well, but it also is just about forging that bit Soul Blade, and that's kind of... That's got to be the way we do it, right? I like Crush Under here. Let's start with crushing some of them under. It's looking okay. We've also still got the nice ability to play out a Dying Star, which, as it turns out, just nullifies the entire enemy turn here. Also, Soul Blade Strike. Can I wish into any sort of lethal here? Make it so. Lunar Blast for the finish. Don't need another summon forth. How do I feel about the other Elite Sys floor? I feel like I end up resting here pretty much no matter what, so I'm going to take the Elite. Ooh, double Lunar Blast beat into shape in the first turn. That's pretty big. Should I just wish through wish through wish through wish? Is that the game? Wish into a wish, wish into a wish. Still like Spectrum Shift, and then wish into scroll, and then play scroll. And every available defend. No additional defense found. Whoops. Lunar Blast, Lunar Blast. Beat into shape for 70 Forge on our blade. Pretty good. And then Pillar of Creation. Unfortunately, yeah, 20 damage here. Not great. But nothing that a single rest with this deck won't be able to account for. No, I've just got to throw it when I've got it. Yeah, especially because Conqueror is now... You don't take the Conqueror debuff, do you? Oh, yes. Oh, I'd have loved you to be dead by now, actually. This draw pile sucks for me, too. Okay, I'm going to drop this defend. Purity through everything else. Defend. Make It So came back into hand and blocked me from playing Restlessness. It's fine. I'm not mad about it. Get him. Potion belt. Goddamn, that potion belt's big. I don't need any of that. If only I had a delicate frond. Oh, it'd be so delicate. So frondly. 1, 2, 3. Defense is set up. Enemy's not attacking next turn, so we have a free panic button here, don't we? Right, yeah, you're taking off next turn, so panic button. Okay, we'll follow our wish cycle. Because I'll also use scroll this turn, so wish, wish, wish. Make it so. Drop. Venerate scroll? Yeah, that'll do. Wish into beat into shape. Make it so. Lunar Blast. Beat into shape for 70. And then burn all of those cards out of hand. Summon Forth pulls our Soul Blade back from the exhaust pile. Has no problem doing that. And then I just wait for Conqueror to turn it into lethal next turn, I guess. So I'll just throw Beat into shape. $113. Ooh, I was about to say charge is really good here, but it's not, right? It was when I had enthralled access. Okay, this fight should be okay because basically the entire fight is about building our Soul Blade. But as soon as our Soul Blade is well built, it'll just keep killing the test subjects. I would like to set up something, set up our powers in this fight. So let's get that Spectrum Shift, the Gemini, and then Photon Cut shows... Easy. I'll take 4 damage this turn. Ooh, Panache, not bad. Okay, I can Soul Blade, throw that back into hand, and then just have it again for later. Great. It's up to 59 at the moment. Nostalgia would throw the Soul Blade back atop the deck consistently, but god damn, look at the rest of this hand. Does nothing. Oof. Alright. I'm gonna Nostalgia a defend back to the top of the deck because I'm pretty scared about the outcome here. Yeah, that's just 19 damage to old Raps. How have I not found Purity in this deck yet? What the hell? Okay, Conqueror sets up double damage, but that's far from lethal here. Let's... Is it better to wish for Scroll? God damn. This fight sucks. $15 health remaining. Is it even possible to pull through now? God damn. Okay, Pillar of Creation, Sovereign Blade goes back directly atop the deck. We play Purity, burn... I can't burn all of them. If I burn all of them... Then I draw Sovereign Blade. Never mind, I drew Sovereign Blade. This whole fight was mismanaged. This is actually kind of what I was scared of when I saw the wishes, was trying to figure out on the fly how to use them appropriately, just giving me so many options that I start to take bad options because I start to get overwhelmed by the amount of options there are. God damn it. So definitely this deck lacks a consistency of defense, right? But that's supposed to be meted out by the fact that we have access to so much of our deck and playing so much of our deck on turn 1 and then so much additional draw and card specificity after that point. But this was not that. I used Nostalgia to throw, like, milquetoast cards back atop the deck. If the enemy is doing 44 damage a turn and I'm not capable of defending for 44 a turn, like, you know, I'm capable of, like, a smooth 20 maximum defense on an average turn. Then I'm looking for execution a lot faster here. So I think maybe part of that might have been trying to sit on the first boss wave a lot longer so that I would have a larger Sovereign Blade so that I was more capable of just, like, halving my way through this turn. Also, like, the turn where I just pulled Scroll and then played Scroll and then just didn't accomplish anything. Ooh. I basically drew... the wager I was making that turn was I had like 10 cards left in the deck. 5 of them were very useful, 5 of them weren't. And I was basically making the wager that it's fine, I'll hit the useful ones. I'll hit a couple of useful ones, right? It's not exactly how that worked out for us. A risk I definitely shouldn't have taken. I think the final thing I'll say about this is I definitely needed to be able to take more potions into this final fight. So that also suggests, I mean, I think it's pretty easy to suggest that maybe Mecha Knight was a huge mistake. Caused us to take a lot more HP damage. We would have run in here with a lot more HP. But also, if I was taking, like, less challenges, maybe I would have been able to get away with using fewer potions. Although it looks like I really used my potions, yeah, down here in the Fabricator fight and stuff like that. Damn. They really beat us into shape, huh? Run started out pretty damn promising. I literally think like the biggest impacts was me taking Wish and then having way too many options. Sometimes it's better to just have 5 cards in hand and you play those 5 cards and they accomplish something, rather than you theoretically have access to your entire deck and maybe even discard pile, and you have to decide which of them is most useful. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire 2. Top left is a series playlist from where content to the game past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations are down below. Streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. And I'd rather thank to, and a special thanks this episode to Coldheart. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully I'll see you all next time.